Welcome to the 2016 IRONMAN 70.3 Ballarat Athlete Race Briefing. Further to this race briefing, athletes are required to read the Athlete Information Guide, which contains additional information to ensure you have a great day. This is available online to view and print at www.ironman.com/Ballarat70.3. If you have any further questions after reviewing the available information, please see the team located at the information booths. Please make sure you've taken the time to check your athlete race kit for all items you'll need this weekend. These are listed here. Please make sure you're aware of the flow of each transition. There will be 3 transition tours held on Saturday to familiarise athletes with the area and allow for any questions or queries around transition. Transition tours will be held at 11:30 a.m, 1:30 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. To attend these tours, please meet at the entry into transition and await your transition tour guide. They will announce themselves prior to the start. Tours will be run by Sean Foster from Fluid Movements. This takes place at transition located at Lake Wendouree. Make sure you've attached all the appropriate stickers prior to entering transition. You'll not be allowed entry into transition until you have the appropriate bike seat sticker and athlete wristband. Upon entering transition, your bike will be visually inspected by the technical officials to ensure they meet safety standards. You'll be required to bring your helmet back on race morning and is not to be left in transition overnight. Should they not pass this inspection, you'll be asked to rectify any issues prior to racking your bike. Please speak with event staff if you require assistance. The bike racks are individually numbered. Please ensure that you rack your bike at your assigned position by the handlebars. No bike bags or covers are allowed on your bikes overnight. These will be removed as they are a danger in high winds to neighbouring bikes. Please also endeavour not to leave any items at the base of your bike. Instead, either bring them back with you on race morning or leave them in your street gear bag. When entering or exiting transition with a bike, your wristband and bike sticker will be cross-checked to match by event personnel. If the athlete numbers match, you'll be able to continue into or out of transition. If they do not match, you'll be directed to the transition manager who will address any potential issue. New in 2016, timing chip collection will be located prior to entering transition on Saturday. At this stage, you will reconfirm your information and ensure that your race number matches your timing chip. Please ensure you put it in a safe place and remember to have it with you on race morning. All timing chips must be worn on your left ankle. If you do not start the race or pull out of the race for any reason, you are to return the timing chip to one of the dropout clerks located at the information booths, or if unable to reach this location, to an event personnel. If a timing chip is lost during the race, it is imperative to inform the transition manager within transition. The transition manager will have the ability to issue you with a new chip so that timing providers in order to record splits for the rest of the race and validate your race. It is recommended you wear the strap supplied with the timing chip. Using an alternative puts you at risk of losing the chip during the race. If timing chips are not worn throughout the duration of the race results will not be available to that athlete and may affect validity of category results and World Championship qualifications. Transition opens at 6 a.m. for individual athletes and relay team cyclists. You'll be required to bring your helmet on Sunday only for your helmet check to take place. To assist with a speedy process, please ensure you're wearing your helmet with the helmet sticker placed on the front of your helmet for a quick visual check by the technical officials. Please place the items you require for the race either attached to your bike or on the ground next to your bike. You will be able to bring in your bike pump on race morning. However, you must drop this at the bike pump drop inside transition or take with you when you exit and drop to loved ones. Please ensure they are adequately labelled using the bike pump sticker from your athlete kit. Bike mechanics will also be available during this period. They'll be located with the transition near the gear tent and will have resources for basic emergency services only. Your black street gear bag will need to be dropped off prior to 7:15 a.m. at the street gear bag drop located within transition. Your street gear bag will be available for collection in transition until 1 p.m. Collection after 1 p.m. will be in the recovery area. You must use the black street gear bag provided. Please remember transition closes at 7:15 a.m. and that it is a 15-minute walk to swim start. At closure of transition, all team cyclists must exit the transition area. The teams will be allowed back into transition at the discretion of the transition manager via the run exit. Team cyclists can then wait with their bike until the team swimmer passes them the timing chip, when they can take their bike and continue out of transition. As the team cyclist re-enters transition, you must rack your own bike before you pass the timing chip onto your team's runner. The IRONMAN 70.3 swim will be a deep water start by the Olympic rings at Lake Wendouree. Approximately 10 minutes prior to start times, athletes will be called to move into the swim start area. All athletes must enter the water via the pontoon in front of the swim start marshalling area. At this point, as the athletes cross the timing mats located on the pontoon, their timing chip will be activated. Age group athletes and relay teams will only be able to warm up immediately prior to their wave start. Please follow the directions of water safety staff at all times during warm-up. Please note your race time will commence when your wave starts, not as you cross the timing mat. The pro men will start at 7:30 a.m. and the pro women will start at 7:33 a.m. Wave starts for age group athletes will begin from 7:40 a.m. Wetsuits will be optional if the water temperature is below 24.5 degrees Celsius. Provisional wetsuit rulings will be posted at the check-in tent and the information booth on Saturday from 11 a.m. If you choose to wear a wetsuit, please ensure that it is race legal. See one of the Triathlon Australia technical officials for clarification on legal wetsuits. If you decide to withdraw at any time after you've crossed the start mats, you must notify an event official so we can account for your safety. It is then the athlete's responsibility to return their timing chip to the dropout clerk located at one of the information tents. If at any time you or another athlete needs assistance, raise one arm above your head and they will come to your aid. Please follow all directions given by water safety personnel. Water safety will use whistles to attract your attention. Should you hear whistles at any times, please stop swimming immediately and follow their directions. The time limit for the swim leg is 1 hour based on the individual race start time. All athletes must be out of the water by 9:15 a.m. Any athlete who has not completed the course by this cut-off time will not be able to continue. Please note there are additional cut-off times for this leg of the course listed within the Athlete Information Guide available online. It is the athlete's responsibility to familiarise themselves with each leg of the course. Please take time to view the map on screen, and if you have any further questions, see the staff at the information booth. The official bike mechanic for the event is Cyclescape. Bike mechanics will be located at the Expo on Friday. On Saturday, bike mechanics will be located in transition at Lake Wendouree. The bike mechanics will be roaming on course on Sunday and will only carry tools, spare tubes and bike pumps for the athletes to repair their own bike. They will not have spare wheels available for any athletes. SAG wagons will be roaming the course to collect any cyclists that cannot complete the event. Collected cyclists will be transported back to transition. If you drop out on the bike course, you'll need to visit the dropout clerks at one of the information booths in transition or near the finish line to hand in your timing chip. On course, there'll be marshals, technical officials, bike mechanics, aid stations and event staff all there to support you. If you have any problems on course, simply let any of our on-course support team know that you require assistance. Please do not move from your location once you've requested assistance, otherwise we may struggle to locate you. The bike course has 2 aid stations, located approximately 22 kilometres apart of each other. A list of what is on offer at each aid station is listed here, as well as within the Athlete Information Guide. Please take time to view the aid station locations and what is available to receive on course. Be cautious when passing an aid station. All athletes should slow down through this area. This is the sequence of the bike aid stations. Please read the signage and communicate with the volunteers regarding your requirements. Athletes must slow down and maintain a consistent speed when entering aid stations. If you do not require any product from a bike aid station, please stay to the right of the roadway. If you need to stop, please pull off the road. Communicate loud and clearly regarding your requirements. Volunteers are there to support you, not serve you. Bin and disposal start and bin and disposal end signs are provided to define the rubbish and bin and discard zone within an aid station. This zone is approximately 100 metres either side of the aid station. Outside of this zone, athletes will be penalised. Roads cannot be reopened until the course is clear of all rubbish. Please help us by sticking to the rules and discarding only at each aid station area as marked. Please be focused and considerate at all times through the aid stations. The safety of yourself, other athletes and volunteers should be your priority. Our volunteers will do their best to deliver what you require, but it's your responsibility to slow down and ensure you have the correct nutrition. Please take the time to read the bike course regulations on the screen to help you avoid a potential penalty. For more information, see a technical official or the race director pre-race, or view the detailed IRONMAN race competition rules available on our website. This is a non-drafting event, meaning unless overtaking, 12 metres must be kept between yourself and the bike in front at all times. The 12 metres is measured from the front wheel leading edge of the lead athlete to the front wheel leading edge of the tailing athlete. When passing, you must complete your pass within 25 seconds. Be making forward progress at all times. Complete any started attempt at a pass. After being passed, drop 12 metres back and not re-attempt a pass until you are 12 metres back. If you do receive a penalty, the officials will show you a blue, yellow or red card and advise you of your infringement. Tell you to stop at the next penalty tent if applicable. Note your athlete number and other information. There are 2 penalty boxes on course. The first is located on the northern bike turn. The second is located prior to commencing the second bike lap. The time limit for the bike leg is 4 hours and 30 minutes from the race start time. The bike course cut-off time is 12:45 p.m. Any athlete who has not completed the course by 12:45 p.m. will not be able to continue. There will be intermediate cut-off points on the course. It is the athlete's responsibility to familiarise themselves with each leg of the course. Please take time to view the map on screen, and if you have any further questions, see the staff at the information booth. There are 4 aid stations on the run course, all of which are one way. They are located within 2 kilometres of each other on the 3-loop course. A list of what is on offer at each aid station is listed here, as well as within the Athlete Information Guide. This is the sequence of the run aid stations. Please read the signage and communicate with the volunteers regarding your requirements. Athletes must slow down and maintain a consistent speed when entering aid stations. If you do not require any product from a run aid station, please stay to the left of the roadway. If you need to stop, please pull off the road. Communicate loud and clearly, read your requirements. Volunteers are there to support you, not serve you. Litter zone start and litter zone finish signs are provided to define the rubbish discard zone within an aid station. This zone is approximately 50 metres either side of the aid station. Outside of this zone, athletes will be penalised. Roads cannot be reopened until the course is clear of all rubbish. Please help by sticking to the rules and discarding only at each aid station area as marked in the bins provided. Please be focused and considerate at all times through the aid stations. The safety of yourself, other athletes and volunteers should be your priority. Our volunteers will do their best to deliver what you require, but it's your responsibility to slow down and ensure you have the correct nutrition. Please take time to know and understand the run course regulations. If you have any more questions regarding these rules, please speak with a technical official or the race director. Visit our information booths or view the race competition rules on our website. If an athlete is shown a yellow card, they may be directed by the technical official to perform a stop-start penalty. The official cut-off time is 7 hours 30 minutes from the athlete's individual start time. The run course closes at 3:45 p.m. with intermediate time cut-offs in place as listed within the athlete information guide available online. Any athlete who is not going to make this time frame will not be able to continue. The race is conducted under the Triathlon Australia TA race competition rules and a number of special Ironman rules. It operates under the 3 strikes and you're out principle. Any and all infringements across the event count towards your 3 strikes. In other words, any combination of 3 rule infringements will result in disqualification. If you receive a red card from a technical official, you must report to the race referee once you've completed your race. Please refer to the Athlete Information Guide on the event website for more information. Pre-race and public first aid is available at the information booth on request. An experienced medical team will be in place at the event with medical personnel positioned at the swim start and exit, transition, roaming on the bike and run courses, as well as a full medical tent setup and team at the finish line and a smaller setup at transition. There'll also be ambulances allocated to the event at all times. During the race, please ensure you look after yourself and your fellow athletes. If in doubt, ask for help from an event official or a volunteer on course. Please make sure you've provided the staff a check-in with your most up-to-date medical and emergency contact information. The medical team can assist with rehydration, warming or cooling and other basic care. Any athletes requiring further treatment will be transported to the Ballarat Hospital. If you find yourself in this position, your gear will be cared for until you return. Please inquire at the information tent when you return or phone Ironman directly. To help out the medical team, please make sure you're taking appropriate care of yourself. Completing at 70.3 is a special experience. Crossing the finish line is the pinnacle. Here is a hot tip. Make yourself photo ready. In accordance with Ironman rules, family or friends, including children, are not permitted in the finish chute or finish area. Please make sure your loved ones are aware of this rule, as you will be disqualified if this rule is not adhered to. This rule is enforced to reduce the risk of an athlete unintentionally harming themselves, other athletes, or their loved ones. It's also important to respect other finishers and their experience. Ironman hopes everybody makes the most of their time in the spotlight. Team members may cross the line together and enjoy the finish line experience as a team. Team members must wait in the team's holding area for the runner to approach the finish line. Once you cross the finish line, there will be a range of services to aid your recovery. These include finish line catchers who'll meet and support you once you've finished, escorting you through to the secured recovery area. These volunteers will present you with your finisher's medal and towel and remove your timing chip. Please endeavour not to exit the recovery area with your timing chip still on. Throughout this time, the catchers will briefly assess you and take you to medical if required. Please communicate to them if you feel any discomfort whatsoever. The recovery area will offer drinks and fruit. There is a change tent available if required. Event staff and volunteers are within the post-finish area at all times. Please advise if you require assistance, as they're there to help and celebrate your achievement. Bikes will be available for collection from 1 p.m. or at the discretion of event personnel. You must show your athlete wristband in order to retrieve your bike from transition. Please do not attempt to remove your bike prior to this time. All bikes must be collected from transition by 5 p.m. on Sunday. Presentations will be held on Sunday, December 11 at 4 p.m. within the Ironman Village at Lake Wendouree. The roll-down ceremony for the 2017 Ironman 70.3 World Championship roll-down ceremony held in Chattanooga, Tennessee on the 9th of September 2017 will take place immediately following the presentations at approximately 4:45 p.m. There are 30 qualifying slots on offer and you must be present to claim your slot. The 2016 Ironman 70.3 Ballarat requires the support of over 1,000 volunteers in order to deliver the event. Our team of volunteers at the event will contribute a combined total of around 10,000 hours to assist, support and motivate you from the start to the finish of your Ironman journey. We encourage you to say thank you to the volunteers whenever possible, for without the volunteers, we simply would not be able to run any Ironman events. This is the end of the athlete video briefing. As advised at the start of this video, you can obtain further information from visiting our information booths if required. On behalf of the Ironman 70.3 Ballarat team, good luck on race day. We look forward to welcoming you at the finish line.